This video is for everyone out there that wants to make some extra cash. We all take credit cards at restaurants, right? We all take credit card payments. I figured I'd make a video so that everyone involved in restaurants can at least make a couple extra dollars if they do a bit of referrals. So I wish I knew this early on when I was a brand new rookie manager. I wish I knew that I could essentially make monthly recurring revenue or monthly recurring income by just, talking to people like I normally do, but find out if they're taking payments themselves. And if they're taking payments, well, then guess what? You can actually get them to give you their merchant statements. It's a statement that shows all the transactions that they're taking at their current place of business, whether it's a restaurant or auto shop, whatever it is. Most of the time it's restaurant people coming in, industry people that are like to engage in business, and you're talking to them about whatever it is that you're talking about. The best way to approach it is, of course, you just broach the subject. You just say, by the way, do you take payments? Like who's your credit card processor? They'll tell you whatever it is. You're just breaking the ice. And so what you want to do is just find out who it is. All you have to do really is just take their information if they want to give it to you, or you can refer them to Elephant Pay, which is down below. All they have to do really is just send us the merchant statements, maybe about 2 to 3 months worth of merchant statements. Then at that point, they can get a quote from Elephant Pay. Say, for example, you get an affiliate agreement or affiliate link with some sort of payment processing company out there. If these people sign up with them, they're paying on a monthly basis, let's just say $500, $1,000, $1,500 worth of just credit card fees. Because in order to take payments, you have to pay the company that's taking the payments. So they charge you a fee. They charge the owners or the restaurant or the business owners a fee. The best approach really is just to find out how you can get these people to entertain the possibility of lowering their bills, which everyone wants to save money. Information gets transferred. It's just a couple documents. They can get 2 or 3 months worth of payment processing merchant statements, upload them, and the agent, they just basically come right back and say, by the way, they're paying 4% in fees. We can lower it to 3% in fees. All of a sudden, you're making extra money on the side by just talking to these people. It doesn't really hurt. You're going to be touching tables. You're going to be talking to these people. You get to know them a little bit. Most of the time, they're business owners, and they want to take payments because they have to pay for goods and service, or they have to take payments for goods and services somehow. So you might as well just take the time to explain it's how easy of a process it is. You're just essentially emailing merchant statements. The agents basically take care of the rest. There's really nothing else. These people just take the information, they contact the principal, the person, the referral, the client, and they find out whether they want to transfer the service or not. You can only hope and pray that they do. At that point, you don't even have to worry about it. It's basically done. Your referral is greatly appreciated by the payment processing company. Once the business starts flowing and more transactions start taking place, then at that point you can make your extra income on the side. So I wish I knew this stuff way back. I spent years and years as a restaurant manager not even thinking about this. And this is the reason why I wanted to make this video, because I want people to know that you can make referral money or affiliate money, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you want to call it, but I call it side hustle money, because you're there. You're going to be talking to these people anyway, so you might as well engage in money saving types of topics if you run out of stuff to talk about. So this is one of the things that I've been finessing my way through whenever I talk to these guests when they're coming to the restaurant. I casually just ask, are you in business? Are you an entrepreneur? Oh, really? Okay. Do you take payments? Okay, great. Are you paying a lot? And most of the time, you get this little conversation going back and forth between, I pay this much. How much does this restaurant pay? Oh, by the way, our company has this rate or that rate. And then at that point, they're intrigued. They want to go and check it out for themselves. So all you have to do is really ask them, do you want me to just get a quote? Most of the time, if you say you're going to do the legwork for them, then all you really have to do is exchange emails so that they can just transfer the merchant statements to you. And from that point forward, you can be the middle person. So just somehow, some way, get them to agree to saying, yes, I'll shop around for new quotes or new rates, and get them to agree to send you the merchant statements. You send that out to the agents, the payment processing agents, and they take care of the rest. Who doesn't want to save money? And you, as a restaurant worker, serving, bartending, managing, whatever it is, you're there. You're talking to these people, so you might as well make a couple dollars on the side. I know some companies frown on you pitching your little side hustle to people, but sometimes you're so tight with the regulars that they're not going to throw you under the bus, and you already know what they do, so you might as well just bring it up and see if he makes money. So keep watching the video, because it gives you an idea of how the payment world works. So it gives you an idea of how to explain these things to these people. If you click the link below, it'll send you to the website where all these services and products and all that stuff are on display. They can request a demo. So say, for example, they're into possibly changing out their point of sale system, then they can do that as well. Or if they just want a straight quote on lowering their merchant payments charges or fees, then that can be done. And I think that's the easiest way for everybody out there to do it. When you're talking to your guests, you don't want to be all salesman, like used car salesman type of person. You just want to get them feeling comfortable about handing over that kind of information. And of course, later on, if the deal works out, then everyone's happy. They save money, you make money. So it's worth it. So watch the video so that you can get an idea of how these things work, and then hopefully it works out for you. I just had to make this video because I know I've managed restaurants upwards of $15 million a year in terms of gross sales. And that's a lot of transactions. Those are high ticket prices. Think about that. These are high ticket items, depending on what kind of restaurant you're at. And say, for example, you make 0.5% of those sales on the side. Even 0.25% of those sales on the side. You didn't do anything. All you did was basically create the account. That's what I'm getting at. I personally got involved because, as a disclaimer, I got involved because I knew a bunch of restaurant owners in my area where I live. I was consulting for an ice cream company because I used to have a little gourmet ice cream company. One of our mutual friends said, "Hey, you know a bunch of restaurant people. I have a payment processing company that I'm partnering with these other guys. They're the engineers, the computer guys. Why don't you do a couple warm handoffs for them?" Meaning I introduce them to someone I know really well. They trust me. I trust the payment processing guys. And maybe we can make a deal happen. That was the whole point. Then I saw exactly what was going on. Then I saw how much money these people were making. And I'm like, why in the world wouldn't I get involved? So I became a silent partner. Actually, I became an active partner. Initially, it started as a silent partner, and then all of a sudden it turned into me creating more and more accounts, and like national accounts, not these tiny mom and pop accounts. Like I went after the big boys because you see the money and you're like, wow, like I didn't do anything really other than like make the connection, and I made money. Like it takes a while. This is not a get rich scheme, none of that stuff. Like I don't believe in that stuff. I actually get really, really mad at that stuff. But for all my people out there that are in the restaurant biz, I make this I make these videos for you because I just see things and I just make videos whenever I have free time, and hopefully over time enough people watch it so that they benefit from stuff that I've seen. Too many years of this, and I'm telling you right now, I really regret not knowing this over the years, because as a person in charge of these restaurants, if I knew that I could have made money on the side just referring payment processing. After all these years, I can't imagine how much more money I would have made on the side, like not doing anything. Just all I had to do was just refer these guests or these customers or these clients, whatever you want to call them. So I thank my old school partners I exited regional size restaurant group, bought me out. And they're going to make that platform, which has payment processing in it, they're going to make it into some sort of online ordering platform. They're going to reconform it and make it into whatever it is that they're going to make it into, online oriented for delivery app. They were basically buying the data, and a lot of data comes from swiping credit cards. So this is the reason why these people approached us. So thankfully it worked out for me, but my association with the banks or the payment processing bank, they're like these little miniature banks. Like there's the big boy banks, and then there's like the commercial banks everybody knows, and then there's these like independent small banks that exist that do these kinds of merchant processing. That's who we were associated with. Yeah, enjoy the video. Share with your restaurant friends, because you need to let them know they can make money on the side, whether it's with like the company I'm associated with, or you just Google it, just find someone that is an agent and just refer these people to them. They're not sticky. They're not going anywhere because it's such a hassle to move over. This is the reason why I'm advising for everybody that's watching this video, take the bull by the horns and just do it yourself. So first of all, you need to learn the process of how these companies work. These people are busy, and they're probably visiting with you at the restaurant because, you know, they're having a good time. They want to enjoy their leisurely time. So if you make this process, or at least a beginning part of the process, easy for them, then I'm sure they're going to appreciate it a lot because they're busy. And on your day off, how hard is it? They emailed you the merchant statements, and all you're really doing is either inputting it into the portal that you get associated with, or you just email it over. You copy yourself and copy everybody on that's associated with it to the payment processing agent, and it's game over. You just keep track and make sure that you get paid. Again, going back to the point, they're sticky, and because they're sticky, it's very unlikely for them not to move within the first 3 to 6 months, if not 12, 18 months. Those months that go by, you are getting paid, you know, depending on how large of an operation it is, on a monthly basis. If you or the agent that you refer these people to, you know, stick these people with like extra software licensing or point of sale equipment or insurance, whatever, right? The monthly bill becomes larger, therefore your commission becomes larger. Keep that in mind. Sometimes I think agents pay you per client. That works too. Think about it. You're in the restaurant business. You don't want to get into the payment processing business, but you should definitely be in the referral business. All you're doing is creating leads, and people pay a lot of money for these leads. It's worth it to them because over the course of the lifetime value of this customer, they're going to make a lot of money. So whatever that is, just make sure you're asking a lot of questions because you're going to be a big referral source to them. So that's valuable to them. And as a manager, your word carries a little more weight. So therefore, you're more likely to get more of these leads and qualified, like good leads. So anyway, just to let you know, this is incredibly important for you to understand so that you can make some real extra cash on the side that's monthly, like it's monthly recurring revenue. You don't have to worry about doing anything else other than attach your bank account to how they pay you. How payments work. Millions of credit card transactions take place around the world. More than 60,000 per second. Yeah, that's a lot. So, how do payments work? There are 5 basic players. You, your bank, your customer, your customer's bank, and the payment gateway. which connects them all. The first step is authorization, which happens when the customer pays. They could be using a credit card, an online transaction, a smartphone. The payment processor verifies with the customer's bank that the customer's account has enough funds to cover the customer's transaction. Once it's verified, a hold is placed on the funds. Therefore, the funds are captured. You can now hand over or ship your goods or provide your service knowing you're going to get paid. As this happens, several steps are taking place behind the scenes. Real safety measures are taking place to avoid fraud and to ensure the transaction is legitimate. This happens so fast that by the time you thank your customer, the transaction is already verified. The final step is called settlement. That's when the customer's money is transferred from the customer's account to your account. And just like that, the transaction is complete. Congratulations! So let's talk. Schedule an appointment now by clicking the link below.